green is your community? Hi, I'm Rose, and today I'm thinking of all the questions we should ask to determine how eco-friendly our neighborhoods and communities are. So join me. I decided to look into all the resources, restaurants, farmers markets, gardens, bike areas, public transportation, and all of the other eco-friendly organizations and services in my local area. Knowing what's available to you can really help you live a greener life. So if you're trying to get involved in the green movement, here are some of the questions you might ask yourself. Where are the local restaurants and businesses? Eating locally instead of going to a chain restaurant puts money back into the community. You support small businesses, and oftentimes these smaller restaurants will have more sustainable practices. So I looked up local businesses in my area and the local restaurants in my area, and there are so many different options, and some of them are just absolutely delicious. So when possible, I try to skip the big chain restaurants and eat and shop local instead. Also, green spaces and parks are not only enjoyable, but they're very good for wildlife and also for pollinators. You can find a list of parks in your area, and you can also look for opportunities to volunteer or help out with these local green areas. I also like that many of them are bike friendly. So get involved with your local parks and your local green spaces and see how you can help. Public transportation is a must for anyone trying to live a greener life, and it's not always easy. The city I live in is not large enough for a proper public transportation system. Right now we have a bus services, and they're really not the best. Unfortunately, the city I live in, it's very difficult to get around without a car. But hopefully in the future, we can invest in better public transportation. Living a green life means more recycling, but you don't want to overwhelm recycling centers with items that can't be given. So make sure you get in touch with the local recycling center in your area to see what they take and what they cannot take. And the same goes for electronics, yard waste, and any other type of trash that you'll be getting rid of. Try to avoid the landfills when possible, and look at what other services are offered in your community. I'm always advocating for resale shopping, flea marketing, antique shopping, not just because you can find very unique items for a good price, but also because choosing to shop resale instead of buying new products is a very eco-friendly activity. It puts a stop to the production and transportation process, which requires burning fossil fuels and is just really hazardous. It also reduces waste. Textile waste is a major hazard, and people throw away a ton of good stuff. So look for local resale shops and flea markets. I have a list of thrift stores in my area, and they do wonderful things for the community, and you can usually find something really nice there too. A farmer's market is a great way to buy local produce. It's usually healthier. Oftentimes it's organic, and you are supporting local farmers. So I always try to shop at the farmers markets whenever they're in season, or look for local produce at the grocery stores. You can find a lot of other organizations that are trying to fight climate change and promote green living. Remember, we're not alone in our fight for a more eco-friendly existence. There are plenty of other people trying to live their greenest life possible too. So get involved. Talk to people in your community who are also trying to live a greener life, and support the local businesses that try to reduce single-use waste and promote local communities. And finally, keep up to date on any green initiatives in your area. Oftentimes, there are different issues on the ballot that can be voted on, or there are volunteer opportunities. So understanding your community, knowing what resources are available to you, shopping local, and supporting the small businesses instead of large chains are just some of the ways that you can live a greener life and support your community at the same time. Thanks for watching.